Need inspiration for your New Year's resolution? George Hurd has been walking 5 years.
Well, I liked walking. When I was younger, I walked and hiked a good bit. As I've gotten older, I got out of the habit, but I put on a lot of weight over the years, too. And it really got to the point that if I didn't really start to get into more of a scheduled exercise type of program, that it really was going to dramatically affect my health. I try to walk at least some distance, at least once a day. To work, I try to walk maybe at least 3 times a week. The 2 miles in the morning, I try to at least 3 times a week. It's difficult to get a regular schedule going because with Extension, you have a lot of night meetings, a lot of educational programs. Plus, I also work in several counties. So I need to lose a lot more weight, but it has helped me lose a considerable amount of weight. And that's made a dramatic difference. Even your ability to do things, the energy you have. I don't walk as much after dark in town. It's a little bit safer in the daylight along the streets, and especially along this last part along Route 30, underneath the 81 bridge. I need to be careful. I mean, most cars are very conscientious, most drivers. Kind of an odd thing I noticed, if you're in a tight area walking towards traffic, if you try to make eye contact with the driver coming toward you, at least it seems to me, they give you a little more room than if you're just walking your head down, you're not paying attention. Plus, I need to pay attention to the cars coming. I get to come across the footbridge into the Founders Monument Park. That waterfall there coming in the morning, it's also a little bit relaxing. Another benefit of walking is it gives you more time to think. You're not dealing with other cars on the street. Maybe think out the day a little bit more as you're walking in. Quite frankly, when I started walking, I'm only up to 2 miles because that's the distance to work, but initially just around the block, and really kind of build up to the distance over time. About 3 Sundays ago, I talked my kids into going for a hike on the Appalachian Trail. We walked a 6-mile stretch starting at the high point, right there below Penmar Park, at Penmar Park, the High Point Rock. And I found out quite quickly that, walking the level path through town without over rocks, and then getting up in the hills and climbing over rocks, by the time we made that 6 miles, I was really dragging. The kids, they were moving pretty quickly, and it may sound simplistic to say, but just getting out and making that first step, and fitting it into how you do things. Now, some people like to go to a gym. For myself, just getting outside and then moving around. Another piece of advice is, always a good pair of shoes. If you're going to start walking, something that will protect your ankles if you misstep. Don't try to do everything all at once. You have to be careful in the wintertime with the ice on the streets and everything. But again, that doesn't have to be a reason not to walk.